Today, I am going to get to finally go over one of the stores for my comic store review that most people are asking me to do a review because they're very curious about how I would review this site. So let's roll the intro and get right into it. Thank you for watching another video. This is Mile High Comics review. I've gotten a lot of comments. A lot of people reach out to me, not a lot, but relative to the number of people that actually watch my videos. They say, I can't imagine what you're going to review when, what you're going to say when you get to Mile High Comics. I want to see what your Mile High Comics review is going to be like. Well, we're getting into it, and we're not even going to delay. Going to go right into it. Let's get Mile High on the screen. There we go. Mile High Comics. Get it right into the frame so you can see everything. First off, it's a mess. It is a mess. I have to say, there's stuff all over the place. First thing you see is this white box for your $5 mystery box that doesn't even look like it links because it does not turn into a hand. But if you click anywhere on there, there you go. It takes you to the $5 mystery box section. But right at the top, we have their links to their mega store with all the pictures of it and a list of all their store specific variants and a place to buy gift certificates. Their homepage, their link to the homepage is in a smart place, upper left-hand corner, where you would think. Everything else is just not. You should not have these things at the top. This should be where your navigation is, not down the sides, because this is not 1990s anymore. We're not in 1994, 1995, whatever. All of this stuff should be up top, where people are going to see it right off the bat. And then this way, the rest of this stuff could be a little bit bigger, at least in my opinion. The title search area, it's okay. It's in a good place, but where's the section that tells me, log into your account? Where's my cart? Where's my wish list? Where, the stuff that people want to see as soon as they come to your site or come back to your site. None of that is here. Nothing here. So that's number one, is the site layout and the site design is very bad for shopping. You do have your searches right in the middle. So let's just get the rest of the stuff out of the way. So basically the structure is the top, you have stuff that doesn't belong here that nobody's really going to care about. Then you have the welcome and your description. Okay. Then you have your search, and then you have your big box where you have your coupon. This is okay. You want this to be right in people's faces because then you want them to see 65% off. Let me shop and get, and use this coupon. Then we go down to free shipping, okay, and then more about their locations and all this other stuff. These things could be a lot smaller and down here at the bottom in their footer area or somewhere down there. Because we don't need any of this stuff. This could be on our about page. Our most popular titles, this could be over here in the sidebar because it's not as important as, the important stuff should go at the top. And then these things where you want to direct people to help them, this should be on the side. Then you have all this stuff here, searches. Well, you have your newsletter sign up, that could be anywhere really. But then you have all this stuff, shopping, view your cart. View your cart should not be at the bottom area of the sidebar. I'm sorry, it just should not be there. These are, it should be somewhere else where you could see it, where it's predominant on here, where it's, oh, there's my cart. I'm going to go click on that right now. See, otherwise it's like, I have no idea where the hell I'm going. Then we have subscriptions. I guess this is like, their pull list or whatever. I don't know. All right. Nice info. New issue Comics Express. Okay. So this is the pull list essentially. All right. Then we have Tag Cloud. Well, Again, if anybody does not know, if you're like in your 20s, a tag cloud is what bloggers used to put in the sidebars, where you would link to anything that any blog post that had these tags listed to it. So basically, it was a way of grouping all their posts with similar tags, which is why you see some of them that are bigger than others. The bigger ones have the most pages or listings that are tagged. So if we click on this, this takes you to anything with Spider-Man listing in it. To me, this is just a waste. Again, this is from the early 2000s, the early days of blogging and website design. Tag clouds are not important anymore. No, you never see them anymore. Creator index, comics online. The whole store's online. So I don't understand what read books and comics online. Okay, this, yeah, you're taking up valuable residential space on here. About Us should be a whole thing. So let me just take About Us should be up here. Your navigation up here should be home. About Us, shopping cart, wish list, blah, blah, blah. Like all that stuff should be up here. Then in the About Us, you can have like a drop down menu where it tells you, where people could say testimonials, the retail stores, history. History should be on our About Us page. Like all this stuff, staff, privacy policy, cookie policy, terms of service, contact us. Those should be in a footer link, and not this tiny wording. That should be more predominant down here in your footer links. But okay, that's my website builder criticism. Let's get to the real meat and potatoes of this shit. Searching. So we have 5 different search boxes right here. In stock back issues, all back issues. In stock trade paperbacks and hardcovers, all trade paperbacks and hardcovers. And then search all items in our website database. So I'm not going to do every one of these things because most people don't really care about a lot of this stuff. We're just going to deal with the comic books because that's all I collect. That's all I know about. And that's all I've ever used. So we're going to start with, let's try Amazing Spider-Man number 300. Nothing comes up. Okay. Let's try all back issues. Amazing Spider-Man number 300. Nothing comes up. Okay. Let's try a title search. Nothing comes up. Okay. Why can't I search for these things? Because everything is done by title. Everything is done by title. If we want to try something, we could go to advanced search, and then we could say search string, Amazing Spider-Man number 300. Nope, nothing there either. Match anywhere in title. So nothing here. Then we have on sale search. Search on sale. Nothing in there. Okay. I cannot search for a specific book, can I? Let's take a look. Searches. Marvel Comics? All Marvel titles? Let's see. How about down here? Quick search. Standard under under search string, we type in Amazing Spider-Man 300. Still can't get that, even though we're saying back issues. Why? Because everything is done by title. There's no way of searching for a specific book. What we have to do is Amazing Spider-Man. Then we have to remember what series this is part of. First series, 1963. Then we have to go through and find where it is in each of these little broken down sections. And I know it's small for you, so I'm going to make it a little bigger. Every series is broken down into like 10 book bite-sized pieces, which is good so you don't scroll forever. But also, you have to figure out where in the hell you're looking. And you're seeing all this stuff, and you get lost in it. And for people that have, ADD, ADHD, where they can't, any type of issue where they're focusing, and I don't have any problems. This is not me, but I'm thinking of from the business side of it, where if I'm designing a site, I don't want to make it hard for people who have focus issues, who have attention disorders. I want them to be able to get to what they want and give me their freaking money. Can't do this here. So we have to find issue. Okay, so here, issues 299, CGC 96 through 307. Okay. Now we'll bring it back down a little bit to fit the rest of the screen. Okay. So now we can scroll down. Here's Amazing Spider-Man 300. Finally, we found it. So once we know the book that we're looking for, then we can buy it. But they only have one in stock. So anything in parentheses, and I honestly don't understand the difference here either, because the only book, and I know you can't see what I'm doing here because I can't record pop-ups for some reason. I'm clicking on this box for the drop down. All that comes up is very fine. So that's this one right here. Near mint doesn't come up, and fine, none of these come up. So these negative numbers mean that there's not in stock. But also, just a hyphen means that there's none in stock. But this also means that they don't have a price for it. For whatever reason, I have no idea. It's the same thing like this $2.99 newsstand. They don't have any prices for a near mint or a very fine, only for the lower quality values, of which only one is available in the fine. So again, this just, it's very confusing. It's very difficult to deal with this. But if we wanted, like, again, you can't see, but the only option here is one, and I'm pressing the up and down tab, the up and down arrow. There's nothing showing on here. So you can't change this. You can only select quantity of one, and that's everything across the site. It used to be that you could change the quantity. Now you can't do that. But if I take this and I say very fine, and I say 1, 2, 3, 4, and I click add to order 4 times, but where's my book? I can't find my book. So that's a little bit disconcerting. I mean, I can't find my cart. Where's my cart? Well, here's one link, and the other link is all the way down at the bottom. So they sandwich the selections with view your cart. But if you're down here, you have to scroll all the way up, and you're going to look, you were looking at the top. At least that's where I would look. I would look at the top or near somewhere at the top. There's not here. There's nothing in here. I mean, shopping. There's no link to the cart. You have to go here in the middle of the page. So if we look, Amazing Spider-Man number 300, 0 quantity at 1444, which is 57.76 total. How do I have 0 quantity? I don't know. And if I do this and I click on this, I can only select one. I can't get that anymore. So if we say proceed to checkout, it shows here I've ordered 4 very fines at 1447. The disconnect, none of these things connect to each other. So I'm going to say proceed to order review. Okay, so I can't do any of this right now. Because I'm not adept at editing where I can put a, black, cover some stuff. You know what? Screw it. We're going to create an identity. No, I don't care about that. We're just going to create an identity. Okay. So if we go to review order confirmation, we can actually say that, yes, it allows me to order 4 of them, but I don't know this until I go all the way to the end because, again, now, where's my cart? How do I go back to my cart? Return to main catalog. Where's return to cart? Again, shopping cart. It's hidden on the left side amongst all this other stuff. It gets lost. Not good. So if we go back to my cart, still says 0. So yeah, I don't know. So now if I go to recalculate, it takes me to say I don't have any items in here because I zeroed it out. Okay. So that's how it feels like shopping on this site. Yeah. I honestly don't know. Searching, shopping is very difficult. See, now that we were in the shopping cart, you have a link to the shopping cart. But if we go home and we have a link to the shop, okay, so it's there. But if we go to let's title search, let's look for Green Lantern. Okay, searches for Green Lantern. When we're searching, it does not search. Like we can't search by specific book, but at the same time, it's not even in any kind of order. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps from the Rebirth series in 2016. That's the first issue. That's the first series that we have on there. That's using this title search. If we go back to the homepage and we go to search in stock back issues, Green Lantern. Now we have a different search order. Now it shows Green Lantern 1960 is the first one. And this is sort of in order because this is actually in popularity order. See, it says right here, sorted by popularity. We can't change the way that, I mean, there's nothing here. We can't change the order. And I'm still even showing 57.76 in my shopping cart when I have nothing in my shopping cart. Nothing in my shopping cart. It's very, so the whole thing is frustrating. So yeah, we can't change this to say sort by date order. Like here, if we come over to my comic shop and we say Green Lantern, we could display group by title, issue list, cover gallery. But here, sort A to Z or best selling. If we do it by A to Z, we can do this. Anything that's Green Lantern related is going to be alphabetical. Or if we do by best selling, we will see Green Lantern. Here we go. 1960, 1990, 2023. So their best popularity is different than Mile High. How they figure this, I don't know. Everyone's different, but that's not what I care about. What I care about is trying to find what I'm looking for, and it's a little bit difficult. Yeah, because it's like where, so now you come back here and we do this. So hello. Okay. So yeah, so that's how you get into the searching. Let's talk about pricing because I've seen a lot. So let's go back to Green Lantern 2005 series and let's look at the 20s. All right. So if we have Green Lantern for the 2005 series, number 27 in a newsstand. Well, first of all, let's look at 28 because this is the first full appearance of Atrocitus that they have priced at $72. Let's just take a look. All right, go back. Green Lantern. Let's see. All right. Green Lantern, number 28. So here's the regular one, and a fine is $6. All right. Well, I chose a stupid thing because we can never trust Mile High Comics, because a lot of times they don't separate the, excuse me. They don't separate the newsstands in a lot of these books. So let's go to cover price. Green Lantern number 25. All right. So we come here. I'm sorry, not 25. 28. 28. Newsstand. Okay. Let's just see. This is going to be interesting. If I click it, it'll work. All right. Newsstand. So we see this. Newsstand. No sales found. Okay. So no one's even buying this, apparently. So how do we get, well, actually, they don't even have one. So, all right, here, 29 newsstand. I'm going to find a freaking Green Lantern newsstand to compare it to, because I know that they're not $500. Let's see. Fine, newsstand, news. Okay. Do they have newsstand? None of them are available. Okay. That is wild. We have no newsstands available. Okay. Green Lantern. Let's go back here. Number 29. Because this is a big thing. I need to be able to find something here. I need a newsstand to compare it to, or something in a newsstand that somebody has. All right, I got one. X-Men number 4. Does Mile High have this as a okay? Mile High has a newsstand of first Omega Red. So again, how do we go to this title search? We have to go back to this side over here. And hope that, okay, see, again, now search by in stock, by popularity. Ultimate X-Men number 1, Ultimate X-Men number 2000 is their number 1 spot for popularity. I am just, it blows my mind. Alphabetical. We can't even search that way. Okay, so let's go back to the homepage, back to here, and say X-Men. Then we have here. Oh, there we go. The 2 popular series. Good. So we're looking for number 4. Newsstand. There we go. Fine, $85. Fine, $23. It's not as egregious. But it's still more than triple for a fine, for the same grade. But still, Green Lantern from the 2005 series, number 27 is $700. Number 29 is $500. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Don't steal my secret. No. Green Lantern 2005. 27. All right, we don't have that. 28, we don't have one. 29. 29 newsstand. $778 for a Nearman Plus. I could buy this for $778. Then go so $8. I could buy it for $8 at one site. Then go and say, oh, a newsstand, you're selling it for $500. I'll give it to you for $100 and make 20, 20-fold, because I'll probably be able to sell it for, more than 100. But that's my point. These prices that they have on newsstands are absolutely ridiculous, let alone, let's go. All right, let's see about number 20. All right, Green Lantern number 20, $63. I'm just taking a look at a small book. Like, so we come here and we come down to number 20. A Very Fine is $9.60 for number 20 at my comic shop. Remember this number, $9.60. $47. $47. 300% increase. 100% is double. 200% is triple. 300% is 4 times. So from 10 to 47, let's even call it 5 times. 400% increase. Wild how expensive these books are. Even if we take that 65% discount that we saw, $47 minus 65% is $16.45. That's still double almost. 1.75%. So 1.3, like 1.75%. It's just, it's, I can't stress this enough, how crazy the prices are. Let's just go something. What's another one? So let's try X-Men. Let's try a popular book that you would not think would be crazy. They don't even have 266. Okay. So that's the interesting part. Let's see. And now this is a good part. So they don't list 266. I'll show you. 265, 267. They're not listing X-Men 266 in here. And that's using this search in stock back issues. So let's try search all back issues. So we look at 1963 to 266. So if it was near mint, they would have 440 on the pricing. If it was very fine, it'd be 330. Let's take a look. X-Men number 266. Okay, so they don't have any of them. Let's take a look at the newsstand. Do we have 266 in the newsstand? 266 newsstand. A fine. All right, wait. We could compare 140 for a very good fine, 5.0. 140. They want 165 for a very good. And 248 for a fine. So in between there, what would that be? I don't know. It's so they don't actually have a way that we can compare apples to apples. But what we could do is we could look at cover price and we could say X-Men number 266 and get a decent approximation. Okay, X-Men 266, come back to the regular, and then we'll blow this up a little bit so that you could see. Above my head. It's gonna be above my head. So a near mint would be 440. The last sale of a raw is 188 on 11/19/2024. That's a near mint plus. Let's just drop down to a near mint. 144 versus 440. Very fine is 330. Very fine last sale, and the very fine between 7 and 8.5 is 150. 150, 330, more than double. 440, 144, sold within days of each other. So I don't know. But you get the idea. You know, even the last sale of a 9.6 was $275. $275 for a 9.6. You can't even get a very fine raw if they had it in stock. Prices are out of control on this with them. I honestly, I don't know what to say about that. It just is just very mind-boggling. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped shopping with them, because even with the 56%, 65%, whatever the hell whatever it is, 65% right now. Yeah, even with those things, it's a huge pain in the ass to, number one, find anything. Number two, to want to pay those prices. And then number three, let's talk shipping. And this is what I was alluding to in the beginning, where I can't remember like small details. I don't remember how they shipped. If I'm remembering properly, I think the last order that I made, this was a long time ago, they took the books in their bags and boards, wrapped them in bubble wrap, and put them in the cardboard USPS priority mailers. So it wasn't in a box. It wasn't in anything. But now I want to take you to something else. What we're going to get to right now, is one of the reasons also why I'm not shopping with them anymore. We're going to switch to a different window. And we're going to see, so you can see here, this is the label, Mile High Comics, Green Lantern 2011 series, number 20, near mint and mint. This is how they sent it to me. You can see these creases right here, and this little piece here. This is gone. This is white, that's gone. That's not a fold. What had happened, you want to see? Look right here. This piece here is what this was, if I can remember correctly. Or maybe this was folded and then this piece was from another portion, but this was floating in the bag with this book. And this is how they sent it to me. And that's what they called a near mint. Also, I'm not sure if I have anything. I know that there was one thing I ordered. Let me see. This is back issue or Lynn. Let's see. There's also something else. Yeah, here's another one. So I sent the receipts. Okay, so this says blah, blah, blah. They never got it. Okay, so I said there was also the Marvel Age 98 with a big tear on the back cover. That was from a previous purchase. I was told to send along. So I ordered a Marvel Age number 98. And so that one I remember. So let's see. Back. And comics. Okay, so let's see. Back. Okay. So I sent that. I asked this. Okay, so that's an order. This is the return order status that I said that I sent and never got. Yeah, so they never sent it. So they said I could forward it. here, one of the books was a Marvel Age 98 with the torn bottom back cover, and the other was a Green Lantern, which we just saw. I didn't keep that cover. I don't know why I didn't have a picture of that. But there was also a situation where I ordered 3 or 4 or 5, I don't remember. And that's the other thing. I don't have an account on here where I can find my past orders. Where do I go to find past orders on here? Like, there's no account, there's no anything. But here, I'll share my spreadsheet with you so that you can see what I did, because it's like, I'm detailed. I am super detailed. I do this stuff. Let's see if I can share Excel. Okay. Make this a little bit bigger for you. So here, Marvel Age 98, 3 ordered, 1 was due to damage. Green Lantern, that was due to damage. I ordered Tales of the Teen Titans, number 57, 3 of them. They all came in damaged. This was back in 2021. This was when Jinx or Brother Blood, one of the two, was for Titan series. But I also ordered 5 copies of Brave and the Bold. Not Brave and the Bold. DCU Brave New World. And I think I might have even posted it on Instagram, where they came without boards. They were just in bags. All 5 of these books were in bags, no boards. And I was just like, holy crap, you've got to be kidding me with this. I'm wondering if I even have those. So bear with me with my black screen, because I'm just checking to see if I posted this on Instagram and if I would be able to see. It's like, yeah, what in the heck did these people do? Because back then I was posting them to Instagram and not doing videos with openings. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, holy crap, how can you send this? How can you do this to people? But yeah, I just don't understand sometimes how, as a store, that you can do this type of stuff. It's okay. Yeah, I don't see it on my Instagram, so we'll go back over to Mile High and we'll get the rest of this stuff going, because wow, it's wild. But you do get, on the positive side, even though the shipping was a little lax, for lack of a better word, any domestic order over $60, you do get shipping with. I think they do charge you for insurance though over a certain amount, so it's not totally free, but it is very difficult working with them. No account to find your previous orders. The website is all over the place. Searching is difficult. Ordering is difficult. I'm just curious, because I did this earlier. Batman. Then we look at, okay, yeah, see, so we go back to this, just throwing it up there. See how your shopping cart is now gone. Your shopping cart is disappeared from the book listing pages, where if we go back to just the book, the title search, it's here. It's right here under the newsletter sign up. But then when you get to here, it's newsletter sign up, searches, gone. Your cart is gone. Here, I'll do a search. Cart. So you can see it up here. I type cart. 1 here, 1 there at the bottom. You have nowhere else to find your shopping cart. It's amazing. Website programming by II Inc., JJ Inc. Let's take a look at that real quick. I want to see who they are. Oh, wow. Yeah, even that website looks like it's from the 1990s. Yeah. AMD, Coca-Cola, Loomis, Mile High, Dell, Gerber. I'm sorry. I don't think most of these people are using them for designing websites. Portfolio, content management systems, web-based certification, database. Okay, auctions, ordering systems, Mile High Comics, guitars, and Cadillacs. That's one of their websites. Okay, this looks like it was done this year. I don't think. Yeah, so powered by Bento Box. So this website is not using that company anymore. Okay. agoodpoint.com. It's not even available anymore. So yeah, it's just very frustrating trying to use their site. So searching, ordering, packaging, pricing, there's a lot to be desired, left to be desired with, while shopping with Mile High. Excuse me. But they do have a large selection for the most part. They do give that right now they're giving 65%. Most of the time it goes between 40 and one time they gave 75%. I think I mentioned this in a video, like when I was doing somebody else, like another shop, that they were doing at that time 75% off. But that was the only time. I've never seen that before. So usually between 40 and 65% is that discount. That's huge, except you have to search and search and search for a book or books where it makes sense to purchase that, because number one, you have to come up with $60. Is that what I said? $60 for the free shipping? Yes. So you first have to come up with $60. Then you have to find, first you have to find books that you want to even buy because they're such high prices. Then you have to try to get that 65% down to where that new price is better than going somewhere else. Then you have to find $60 worth to get the free shipping, or else you're paying for shipping again. So, honestly, it's hard. It would be hard for me to shop with them again, just because of the number of hoops to jump through. You would have to be bored and trying to figure out something to do in order to go through their site to find books that you would possibly want to buy and then deal with all that stuff. Me personally, I can't. I honestly can't. So that's why I haven't purchased from them since Mile High Comics 11/5/2021. So we're talking about 3+ years that I have not shopped with them because of all of this stuff. The 2 books that I returned, that can happen to anybody, but not when you. No, it could happen to some people, but not to companies that have been around so long and should have smart enough people to watch, be looking out for this stuff. They should be inspecting the books as they go out. But hey, that's just me. I have high standards, have you ever shopped there? I've never been there. I know that Erod, when I mentioned his video, this is actually the second time I recorded this video. The first one, 20 minutes in, I realized that there's no audio. So I don't know if I mentioned Erod. He physically went out to Denver and did a tour, and he said it's not a store, it's a museum. He commented it's a wonderful selection. They have amazing stuff, but what they're asking for prices, and part of that is because they have a very high rent that they have to pay. Their overhead is enormous, and that's part of the problem. That is part of the problem these days. So I'm curious if you shop there, in person or online. If you've been satisfied with the prices, with their shipping, with the books that you've got, have you been able to, even find stuff on their website? Tell me. I want to know if this is just a me thing or if there are other people. I know Erod's, Erod's on the same plane with me, we're on the same level in terms of pricing. No, not going to work. Just can't justify it. But, there's other people out there. Some people might be more interested in the fact that they can get a book from there that they can't get anywhere else, regardless of price. So I want to know what your thoughts are, what your experiences are, if you've thought about it, if I've changed your mind, or if you just think I'm crazy. But I want to hear from you. I want to know your thoughts, and I want to thank you. And hopefully you're warm, unless you're in California. In California, I hope you're safe from fires. If you're anywhere else, I hope you're warm, because it's been frigid the rest of the country. And I'll see you on the next video.